Renegade. Man afraid man in the wilderness. Keep it real and honest, you know, tabloid. Good evening. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon, worldwide. Renegade there. You were there. Yes. And as we said before, I'll be a dissecting with the pan. Be a dissecting. Because we say Andrew Holness, let me tell you something, and I will serious about this. You know, we have a time with our Andrew Holness because he's not supposed to depend no ballot around there. He's not prime minister. Let me just make it clear to you. But through the Jamaica Labour Party is a worthless party. We put up to our kind of arms house. Nobody, you know, if you just can't election, make people sweep him away. Yes? He must sit upon no ballot. Any other country, you know, him and them are back in a court or them there somewhere in a prison or something. If you just move along. Yes? No two way about that. None. All right, me say Andrew now put up something on film thing because every day I put up thing. And I'm going to make a mistake now. Because I dissect him now. Everything when I put out with dissect now. He make a mistake he make, him go put out something I talk to Edward, Philip George Seaga. And him say everything where Edward put out, you know, Edward put out the best and Edward, you know, to make Jamaica better. Me and you, and everybody up to him knows a lie matter. Edward will sell you out to CIA. So I'm doing my line up and I'm sure the 80s because what more want him do? Come show me. Because I remember you know, Edward Seaga, when him come in after and take by the country and give back the backside to the people them in the United States and do all kind of things to it. By 83, the man sell out JOS. He close it down. And then start close down hospital, close down factory, close down a bag of things. And still a borrow. And the valuable money. Him stop free education, him stop free health, him stop all of these things. And destroy the place and line in pocket. Because I have that to a show now when him over $400 million. Over 430 million. Plus, remember the enchanted garden around 30 million US, him forgot him owe that too. Yes. But Holness can't put him up. Remember, him had the lightest thing, you know. But what we are doing now, so we do fact checking. Yes? Fact checking. So I'm going to play when I talk about Edward Seaga. It I agree with the art. This guy have to go away. Him to go away. We see them try to build a couple of people down in a Carolina the other day. When you look at a little place, them keep it in the auditorium, but it's small. And the whole of them line up down there. When them take the picture, me I look from one wall to the other wall. So some say it's small and outside small. When them I show you about third and this and that. Small little place. One little small place. In a little place. And we see Darrell Vaz. See old people in there and drop tune upon them. People them can't feel good about that. And we are challenging Big Mama to take the same thing and call Vaz and make him play the world tune. And then if him they do it from today, we not talk about Andrew Holness. And when Andrew Holness I put out the word of life, we want him to take that same song and can't over Big Mama and all of them go there and then play it right out from Big Mama. Yes. Go play it out. Because Big Mama won't allow it, you know. Tell him to go play it one day. Yes. If him they do it, we not come out and talk about Andrew right now. So me I start my show. Let me start my show from early. Because me I cover them, you know. But me I teach him, what beat and teach, what I teach him about Edward Seaga himself. Or him destroy Jamaica. Okay, you know what, if speak truth to power. And remember my word. And I mean, not come like Andrew Holness, them but just come here and come with evidence of the thing. The data and everything. Things were documented. You know my style. So me not come here to come say, the man do this, but him never do it. Me I show you what him do. Me I show him, and then me I show him show pass it to you know. When them go up there, them go destroy in America with cocaine. Till them start dip them back. Shower pass it that same shower. See? But me I show no in a reality where this guy do. See? No two way about it. Yes? Let me start my show because I beat and teach tonight, yeah? So every time I'm up and put out them thing, all the PMP need to do is fact check. I'm going to play Nikisha Burchell. you know, as we're coming back when we start the show, now I do a fact checking right now with Andrew Holness himself. So I do that too. Everybody should have played that with him when he matter. Everybody. And they will a fact check him when it's about Seaga. Yes? And they will come back to Vaz and the Nids. Can I show you what I'm saying in a 2018 Vaz? One bag up. Hey, I'll be a classes over there, so you know. Oh, them trick people. I don't know. I don't know. Them not give something gap. Me don't know them trick people. They make sure people hungry and belly lick. Yes. Because hungry belly lick could have really vote for them guy. They don't know no MP material and no Prime Minister material, none. You look over 149 and not even one. Me can find and say yes. I want I can do. You know, I stand up for the people. Not even one. It's unbelievable. Let me start my show.
We are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? What else, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
it's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, for the evil's mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Wanna go friend up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes and buy them.
Yes, we're up. So if we do a thing named facts checking, go on that so. Yeah? Yeah, man. Me not forget upon nothing there, so now. Me no need that. Me no need to forget upon that. Can't remember them I edit that and them thing. Me have my nah, you're good, man. Enough respect to yeah? Yeah, me no need that. Just watch what me I show you now. Look what me I show you. Because I have a way through that, you know, some people can go and edit and put in them lives. No, we catch things from back in the days. Like from New York Times and them thing there. When they feature them thing there, you go back right in a time in the vault and draw them out and show you back in the time where really happened. You understand now, bro? Child? Yes. See? Alright. So I could do a fact checking with Andrew Holness, with Nikisha Barnes, and then I go to him with Edward Seaga first. Watch this.
Hello there. Welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, the MP candidate for South St. James and your Shadow Minister for Information and Public Communication. Today, we're breaking down a clip posted by the Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter. He wants to talk about achievements. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the facts.
So yes, my Labour, this election is about who will continue to build out the highways, who will continue.
Sorry, Mr. Prime Minister, I had to stop you right there. Who will continue to build the highway?
Who will?
So who started them? Remember the East-West Highway? North Coast Highway?
Yeah, man.
PNP did all of that, Prime Minister. The highway, well, rather the roadway built under your tenure, connecting Harbourview to St. Thomas, is so poorly done that it couldn't withstand the rains we had recently. Remember? But don't worry. When we get back to office, I'm pretty sure that we will not just continue to build highways, but we will improve Jamaica's interior road network as well. And we will maintain it. We won't let the roads go for years without maintenance and months before an election to just patch up here and patch up there just because election is around the corner.
So this is where the Holness to. Him come, remember, you know, when Pakistan come with the highway, Seaga condemn it. The whole JLP Iraqi, them condemn the highway 2000. He went in highway 2000. And then him have a nerve to come and say, oh, we'll continue to build the highways. You know? All him do when you come in as a government, you have to continue. What? Remember the PNP make them foundation, and I know the highway now 2000 never up. So. But him ask, who you have to vote for who will continue to build? And the PNP have built them highway. The BLP leak out against seat. Complete. They only give him Edward Seaga. He the first one leak out and the rest for that. Everything. Not so highway that. So it's a continue, expand. And that was a blueprint too. And them spoil it. Them yam the money, them chop the money. But this is where I preach. Just continue. May I show you something? Everything where you fact check them, you know. When you fact check them, you don't want to see these people. So may I just tell PNP, I love this. Nikisha Burchell. Great things when you come and you do fact checking like this. It show them a way. It is there. Yes? Watch this again.
We'll continue to build out the hospitals.
No, I have to stop you there again, Mr. Prime Minister. No, sir. Hospitals? You must be talking about Cornwall Regional Hospital, where after $28 billion and almost 7 years of chaos, the people still don't have a working hospital. Just big dollars being spent for an official opening ceremony for an administrative building. You really say hospital, sir?
Who will continue to build out the schools?
And schools? Come on now. Also, again, what schools have you built, sir? Remember, you know, you are a former Minister of Education and a Prime Minister that spent 2 terms in office. Not one school has been built under your tenure. Tell me a high school you built or a primary school. We can't relate, sir, because over here, sir, we say education and we can list the schools we've built under the People's National Party.
Who will continue to buy the new buses? Who will continue to buy the new garbage truck?
Hold on there. Hey, Siri.
Hey, Nikisha.
Who built the JUTC and created the National Solid Waste Management Authority?
The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, was established in July 1998 to transform public transportation in the Kingston metropolitan area by the People's National Party. The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, was established under the National Solid Waste Management Act 2001 and became operational in March 2002 by the People's National Party.
Exactly.
Remember what it is again. So you see them 2 things there, the solid waste and them there, because Seaga destroyed one of these things. Him get away the JOS. Get away everything. Where you remember we used to have cash program, we used to have we have everything but them PWD, we have the straight out road and do things. We have cash, we have everything for clean road, fixed road, do everything. And get rid of all of them. Seaga. But just still me have him as a big up Seaga and not a bull crap or a do fact check. Eh? Yeah. You understand? At this about we have to fact check megawatt. We have to do the fact check around here. Who will continue? But they're still at the same party with them condemn. When them tell lie and them have to stop to this, you need to be truthful to the people them of Jamaica. That's why I know in Andrew Holness going out for Michael Manley. And the worst thing you ever do. Yeah. Yeah, man, Rowan James, big up yourself, Pap. Big up yourself. Say, and the worst thing you ever do. You don't run out for Manley when you have too much Manley heights around here. I will know better we live through the whole of the man, the whole of the man, live through it. I'm going to salute him, yeah, up arena. 97. I'm going to salute him, man. He ain't state. Shake him man back at the 70. Salute him back there. Yes? I know everything when because we have it, you know, like keep the data of the things. Yes? Continue.
We're not new to this. We're true to this. To you, man. Systems were created by the People's National Party. You're just not maintaining them, Andrew. And under the PNP, we'll modernize, strengthen, and expand them because we built with future generations in mind, not for the front page pictures. It's not no PR government, this. And that was another episode of The Breakdown. Join me again next week when we will break down even more of the mega plans the PNP has in store for you. Thank you for watching. I'm Nikisha Burchell.
Yes, Burchell. Enough respect for that. You have to put out all of these things and teach them, you know? Yes. And it show you, it come with timestamp to with ears and everything. Run us on the learning channel, yeah? All right. We can move Burchell right this one. All right, learning channel. So this is what Andrew Holness said. But show me how to show that. Come here answer him in a real time. When they put up foolishness, you have a fact check it. That him watching now. So every time when Andrew come out and put out something, you have fact check it in a real time and show him. Watch this. Hear this, people. Listen this good.
Edward Philip George Seaga. By the way, that was how we used to ring him onto the stage.
More you listening good enough. Sister him, sister film thing and them you put out. More you listening good and we are fact checking. Continue.
That name has a certain ring to it. Edward Philip George Seaga. It is providential that I stand here today to pay tribute to one who mentored me and I dare say fathered me politically. I had the privilege of working with Mr. Seaga in my early days in politics. And I recall the level of research and effort that was put into every speech that he made. I remember that well because I was drafted in as one of the persons doing the research.
So them the research and first search up man the thing them and search up some other thing and you know we wash them because them like with that best paper father yeah we use back people things and come fill it. We package it. Me tell us how that thing do you know and trick people with man the speech. Can we identify no fighting at Andrew Holness when just spin it round. Man they say this are the same thing he must say but him just change up a couple words. I identify them. Give up the gap. I mean, nothing to nobody. But yeah, when I'm about Seaga, make a fact check big time tonight. Watch out.
And I remember the many nights that I spent with Mr. Seaga, pouring through books and volumes of data.
Yes.
And I recall saying to Mr. Seaga once, "You're going to lose us in numbers," because Mr. Seaga paid attention to the details.
This is my problem with
any policy that he crafts, any idea that he puts to the nation is one that is well developed, well thought out, and would mean ultimate good for the country.
Ultimate good for the country? You serious? Let me fact check that. Let me start fact check this right away. Let me start fact check. You know, let me play one video before me start fact check that. Now fact check it to that video at first. See? And you know, now let me start fact check when him come in and do this. Can I play the video them same way, but I'm do it the next way. Can I like start from Yasso with him foolishness? I'm gonna start with him foolishness. Make him start with him foolishness. I'm gonna start with this. Let me hear what I'm saying.
A week ago tonight, the home of an American diplomat in Jamaica was bombed and sprayed with machine gun fire. The diplomat, First Secretary Richard Kinsman, had been identified in an American magazine as a purported CIA agent. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, Michael Manley, apologized profusely for the incident and promised a rigorous investigation. The American was not hurt, but the incident symbolized both the political tension between the U.S. and Jamaica and the island's increasingly violent politics.
This time, a propaganda like what Andrew Holness launched by the people in 2015-16 and 2020, as long as we sit down in this seat, he can't get away with this thing again. Never. Not me on this seat. You understand? Thanks for that.
So far this year, more than 250 Jamaicans have met violent deaths, most of them thought to be political murders. Prime Minister Manley has announced elections for later this year, but is given only a slim chance of holding power. The island's economy is staggering under rising energy prices and other troubles attributed to Manley's socialist economic policies.
Energy price rising. What I'm saying? Contributed to in social economic policy. Energy price. And them control it. So that was a lie. You see, you have to listen back what them doing in the 70s. We have rising energy price about there. All that have to do with mandate policy. If they tell about the energy and say you can't do nothing, but you have to pay a fee, don't it? But yeah, when them just say it contributes to what them just work at them and push up energy, don't continue.
The island is heavily in debt to North American banks. In 1978, it secured large credits from the International Monetary Fund to finance recovery. But talks to refinance that broke down in March. Edward Seaga, the opposition leader, claims that Manley is taking the island down the road to Marxism. That anxiety is alive in Washington as the administration surveys the increasing political turmoil in the Caribbean as a breeding ground for Cuban or Soviet mischief. Tonight, a close-up view of Jamaica's dilemma and Manley's struggle to be both independent and solvent through the eyes of a British reporter, Bernard Falk. His filmed report was broadcast by the BBC 2 weeks ago. It begins last March.
So you see what me play? This is BBC, them documented. And we can see them back and let's go through. I go through in the 80s when Seaga take this. I'm going to show you when them start sell out the whole country. It's documented. So when Andrew does say, Andrew for move where the facts check him. He must sleep on about that. Continue.
As Manley travels to Grenada, the former British colony which set up a Marxist government friendly to Cuba after a revolution.
Marxists. A communist, them attacking when them say Marxists. All these was lies and propaganda. Yes. Continue.
A year ago.
In the uniform, Daniel Ortega, Sandinistan revolutionary from Nicaragua. In the tropical leisure suit, Michael Manley, Prime Minister of Jamaica. He's a self-appointed elder statesman of the Third World, and as such is warmly greeted by comrade Prime Minister Maurice Bishop, who seized power in Grenada a year ago. All these men head countries greatly influenced and inspired by Fidel Castro's Cuba. This gathering will cause great alarm in the United States of America, proving the spirit of revolution.
And about influence and about this and that, and the people them want to cut a pathway for themselves and stamp the world for themselves. That man did that do, that the rest of Caribbean did that do. Yes, but this is what Seaga do. What's
is growing. But the presence of Michael Manley, hobnobbing with Marxist friends, will be even more provocative.
I'll call the people them Marxist friend in the Caribbean. Call them communists.
Many Americans would like to be rid of Manley in the belief he's turning Jamaica into another Cuba.
Here it is.
A comrade who has been consistent and principled in his anti-imperialist positions, in his support for poor, oppressed people fighting throughout the world.
That sound like Marxist too, no? When you talk about black nationalists, and if you recognize yourself and black empowerment and fight for poor people right across the world, that sound like Marxist to you or communist? Me never hear the guy from North Korea I make them speech and I fight for people around the world. Me know your communists are fight for people around the world. Eh? For people where them are oppressed. But this was the lie by Seaga spread. Continue.
Introduce to you now, Comrade Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Michael Manley.
Manley's blamed for caring more about third world ideology than about paying the rent. As far as his opponents are concerned, there's little doubt that Jamaica's problems stem from his admiration of Cuba. Manley is a close friend of Dr. Fidel Castro. After his first visit to Cuba, he praised the spirit of unity among the people and their ideology. It mattered little to Manley that in America, such support of a communist state was like a declaration of war.
Mr. Manley's association with Fidel Castro may be one of the prime reasons that many bankers have turned down his request for the borrowing capacity for Jamaica, why their tourism is at a low ebb, why the economy is on the brink of disaster. These are the prices sometimes people have to pay for their association with the wrong people.
Today in Manley's Jamaica, the wrong people assert more influence than the United States, or anyone else for that matter. Ulysses Estrada, the Cuban ambassador, has the biggest diplomatic staff in the country. It's said he's a senior officer in the Cuban Secret Service and was trained by the KGB. Here, he's visiting a school being built by a large Cuban workforce.
School, the man never build for our Jamaican people. Yes? School. But this was communist and this was Marxist. Yes.
It's part of a massive aid program which includes hospitals, clinics and nurseries.
Yeah, but it includes hospital, clinic and nursing. So, this will be communists. And them know. And that man did that do. Now, nothing to do with no communists and not all. And hear them say it's a package, right? But one year. But here, Seaga was starting from here.
The money comes from Cuba. Cuba, in her turn, is subsidized by the Soviet Union.
There's no question in our mind, and we have been warning the country about this since 1975, and the country has now come more so to believe our view than the opposite view contended, that Manley's ultimate aim is to take Jamaica into the Cuban orbit and to transform the society into a Cuban-type society. They have, in fact, implemented...
What a man wicked. What an American guy wicked. He may take it in the orbit and turn it in a Cuban society. And then, I say everything we talk about, you know. Yeah.
Many of the types of institutions that are necessary for the transformation.
People at the same school where the man are building, you know. Jose Marte, GC Foster College, the one of them thing there. They may have some micro dam, them have the one of these things, you know. They might build all kind of things, hospital, everything they might build one time. Clinics, everything. And here when him promote him, Andrew talk about when him come out and when him do good. He mash up the country. Yeah, that's a fact check. Yeah.
What sort of thing? Training programs. We have, for instance, some 1,000 Jamaican youths that have now been trained in Cuba under a program that has come to be known as the Brigadista program.
In build that name. Because no me I look for the name in a Cuba and it's not there. And when some people say Brigadista, him them hear it from, they never have a thing named Brigadista program. Me not see the name. I know. Okay, you have to do some research. You have the Cuban them that they have will come down and they might help build the school and I build this and I cut road and do everything. And them call it Brigadista. But I send 1,000 to come back and indoctrinate when the Cuban are ready in Jamaica. I help build the school and the dams and the wall, the micro dam and do everything. They might help. But they still send 1,000 over there for indoctrinate to come back. Cuba, them they are ready. Never make no sense. Continue.
Because the purpose of the program is to set up Marxist-Leninist brigades to return to Jamaica to indoctrinate the peasant people and the working class people.
The relationship with Cuba arises partly because Cuba is our closest neighbor, partly because Jamaica has always had a friendship that is traditional, really. With Cuba, it goes back into the 19th century. We find that we both share a deep commitment to the liberation process. We take a similar view of, we took a similar view of Nicaragua. We take a similar view of South Africa. We took a similar view of Ian Smith.
Do you take a similar view of
Nicaragua, South Africa, these places, and where fight the black people and do all these things. Now, nothing to do with communists. These was lies. See, I will forget this credit that to go away, man.
No, I don't think we take a similar view of America. I think they have, of course, a very unusual and painful experience.
Do you think that your support of Dr. Castro and a certain number of his causes, that having Cubans here, has helped to antagonize the United States towards Jamaica?
Well, first of all, I've never supported Dr. Castro and his causes. I've discovered points where we have similar causes. We share.
You know, support him with them cars. Certain points we have similar cars, like the apartheid and things. You see what man did, and I mean it, he never go over the board, yeah.
Causes, I don't support his causes, nor he mine for that matter. But that the relationship has contributed to and been the cause of strain with the United States, of that there's no question. It's a matter of principle.
Why did you do it? I mean,
because it is a matter of principle, because to me it is an absolute matter of principle, and it isn't negotiable, and it will never be, no matter what price is paid. It is not negotiable for me to believe that a small country has to determine its policy by reference to what some powerful neighbor feels.
Comrades, all I can say, the international community has been run by the big powers for hundreds of years, and where are we? Where are we?
Upsetting Jamaica's powerful neighbor seems to have been a Manley speciality. When he came to power in 1972, he moved into head-on conflict with the interests of American big business. Bauxite is big business. It's the raw material from which aluminium is made. It's only found in a handful of countries, and Jamaica has 2 billion tons of it. Before Manley came to power, the entire Jamaican bauxite industry was controlled by 6 North American companies. The country's greatest natural asset belonged to someone else. The Jamaicans received only a pittance in royalties, about $40 million a year. After they were elected, Manley's government began to negotiate with the bauxite companies, and after fierce resistance began to buy into the industry, mainly by compulsory purchase. 2 years later, Jamaica was paying for a 51% controlling interest, and her revenue from bauxite had gone up to $200 million a year.
That agreement creates a new and we believe historic partnership.
All right, so you see that though. So where this guy did come and say, but Seaga and Seaga, the Seaga mash up a country from the 70s. In this tribal country. I'm showing you something where this and opposition for the court against this. This guy had my come in and get fired if he go over the kind of supposed to the the one of Jamaica for born this guy called is that piece of shit. Remember that's telling you, you fi go away no dirty thinking guy called is that boy. See me? See me? Remember him the come and show him the court against. Look here, you can't send him a FID. So you know, so this guy, me tell you, say Andrew, everything what Andrew talk about when play, this guy knows of this I can't take interest in. This guy talk about Andrew Holness and want 28 bank account and thing. He wants them a FID was supposed to investigate all him. You're mad? This guy fi go on yard. Look here. So them say it's set to name a new general secretary in the coming days with Guy Collizard set to demit office on May the 31st. Guy Collizard is set to take up new role, Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigation Division, FID, effective June. This guy, I'm not going to carry one of them for fired, and him to get investigated to it, can't corrupt it. If him take up the cabinet, when I stop beating him, can't corrupt it, you know. Let me just give him a warning from now this piece of shit. Very corrupted. So him forget investigated. Him have to get fired and move. This are the same piece of shit just a couple months ago. See me? Financial analyst Kai Collizard said there is nothing unusual, irregular about Prime Minister Andrew Holness connected to 28 bank account. Him always run out and them give him a lot of job. Can I tell you, say, me know them, you know. Me know them. So what Andrew do front of a face in a real time, put them in a some little place, say, I play now, play, because I get fired. Him a shit. Him have to move same time. We no business, tear up anything, him have to move. Because this a conflict of interest, you know. And our Governor General not swearing them piece of shit here, you know. If I him to swear them in, you know. This lizard there is a piece of shit. It's a JLP operative and piece of shit. You saw the country run, but have to move on just fast. Yeah? Look here. This is what I'm saying, you know, in a one paper, look. See that? The Integrity Commission want FID, TAJ to prove aspect of PM financial affairs. So everything is a leak out to them. You can't take him and put him there, so. This is how Andrew them thinking of themselves. You understand? See there? Everything, this is what they do. Every one of these pieces of nastiness to get fired. Them they are charged with treason too. Yes? Him to go away. Him is a germs. We tell you about them. Them two bare-faced in an election year. Them still are run out with this. And if you move, hey, at the wickedest defeat, them forget. Because them is germs. See, an Mexico nasty one here. But we continue with this. But me show you an Mexico nasty one here. Yes? Him now, their own junction with them spend over $1 billion pound, so them and fix it. And thief that money. And say it can't fix. But at him now, look, hear this, watch out. Yeah, what am I saying, yes or no?
Water system, relaying all these pipes that have been here but broken for all these years. And now we have started this well-needed project for the Castleton to Friendship Gap area. So, Water Commission, thank you very much. Thank you, Minister Samuda, the government of Jamaica, for investing in us.
So that's a foolishness. I mean, listen, Water Commission have its own budget, its own money and everything. It have customer. So Michael Mandy them set up that, like how them set up the NHT to serve you, utility. Boy, you thank government and can't thank John Kojaki like I'm do something. Nah, do nothing. Them have them budget. If you have your pipe and it do the time, it have a change. So now them do it. Them not budget for do this. If Water Commissioner has spent 40 billion in the fiscal year, it's not Andrew do it. Me tell you now already. So them it sound like them a crab louse around these things. Yes? We come finish about Andrew and him food speech where him does make. Let me draw for this first. Let me say which one this first. All right, let me say which one this. 86. All right. What's span this now, people? Let me see which one this. Archive, you know, I forgot another archive, 1983. Let me see that one there. Maybe later, good. Because see that one there. And the year I look and I see which one I start with, you know. All right. So I could do this. Yes. So let me do this. Now let's see which one this. This is 1984. So let me start the 83 one first. 84, I remember showing 83 these people. Let me show you something. I see I got this one said do go down when I mean and what I'm do. Yeah. See I'm gonna apologize for my stop. See I'm gonna go away. You understand? Look on this. Let me see which one I 83. That one now. Let me see if I want that 83. 83, 86. Let me see which one I 83. Let me see for the top one I 83. All right. Let me put up this good. People, they could take your time on through this. They could take your time. Because I'm talking about Seaga. This is in the 80s now. This is Seaga when him take over the place. Me could look upon it. All right. So, we look upon what we are dealing with now. People, this is the New York Times. Anybody can go get it. In the archive. Not my word. So, them can't tamper with this. Sit there in the vault. December 1983. You know, see it good, right? December 1983. See there? See the whole column of the thing here? And this way I take out as a seater. Default victory in Jamaica. See there? See the article original text, December the 4th, 1983, section A, page 34. So at this way I read right now. See, there's an archive. Them digitize it. There is no suspense about the outcome of tomorrow's election. In Jamaica, Prime Minister Edward Seaga ruling Jamaica Labour Party has already won 54 of the 60 seats. Can you remember, man, they never go back in Parliament by default. The Opposition People National Party, led by former Prime Minister Michael Mandy, decided to boycott the election. So I don't know about this already. Let me just say one half for light. Right? No, say one half for this. All right. We can't see it. We can't see it. All right. Charging violation of bipartisan understanding and election reform. See that? As a result, the English-speaking Caribbean largest and most important democracy now seems headed for a spill of one-party rule. So it ends up that one-party rule is a dictatorship. You'd call it communism. So Seaga run this under one-party rule, yeah, until around, remember, I know, a one-party that rule everything they saw until 89. And if it's a local government, I think Monday win back local government 86. At least 86. But the central government 89. One party rule. Never first at the first time in Jamaica. This is what Seaga tell about yesterday, me like a communist leader. That surely an embarrassing prospect of Mr. Seaga, one of the architects of the recent American-led invasion intended to restore. You see, sir, Seaga, the architect, will invade Grenada to Sita people. It all tell us the architect will invade Grenada, will kill Maurice Bishop. Remember, in 83? Seaga, one of the architect will invade and kill Maurice Bishop. See that there? Seaga is one. Sita, I want them to have open this bigger. But when you can't see it, go down it. Seaga, one of the architect of recent American-led invasion intent to restore, yeah. Let me just go over here so I'm finished reading it. Pluralist democracy to Grenada. See there? The Jamaica has experienced regular, if not always, tranquil alternation of power between conservative JLP, them say them are conservative. That's why you see it? Me tell you say them this when destroy the place. JLP and the Social Democratic PNP since the beginning of limited self-government nearly 40 years ago and through more than 20 years of independence. 20 years. Mr. Mandy says both parties have pledged to delay the next election until the completion of a new voters registration system early 1984. It would enroll 180,000 voters who have turned 18 since the last election in 1980. When Mr. Seaga swept to power with a 52-8 parliamentary majority, most new voters are thought to favor Mr. Mandy party. Mr. Mandy has a case on the issue of voter list. But you see it right away. Most new voter, the 180,000, right away them know say we can't go with Seaga. So he makes sure not put in the list. So Mandy boycott it. This is how them do. This is how them play. This is how them do. This is how them work. So them boycott the list. Watch. But Mr. Seaga has other reason to want an election now, economic problem. Look on it now, people. Them and them, I'm sure it's an economic problem mash up the place. Economic problem eroding its popularity. Him not good like Andrew Holness. Not my word. But him talk about mean good. What mean? Economic problem because the man couldn't run a country. Seaga couldn't run the country. So economic problem eroding popularity because him come on and man they set up, him couldn't set up. By 3 years, them want to get rid of him now. So him make sure to run the list and him make them have a boycott to stay in power and finish wreck the place. But only come out with this bull crap. See there? Not my word. Yes? Only if you know this, see there? You understand? So see that? Economic problem erode its popularity. But the events in Grenada brought a surge of support in Grenada. In parliamentary system, in the parliamentary system, he has every right to take advantage of sudden development, to forge a fresh mandate. So sudden development in the parliamentary, them are back him. Him nastiness, them back him. In the narrow sense, Mr. Mandy boycott let him gain by losing. It closed an election he was unlikely to win and give him a chance to shift the focus on political debate from Grenada back to domestic economy and the alleged anti-democratic access of Jamaica rights. Yet both leaders risk being, in the British phrase, too clever by half. Mr. Seaga, technically inspired, has failed to give due consideration to the legitimate right of the 180,000. Him no want them on the list. Yeah? Mr. Mandy just jitsu response strain the resilience of democratic reform. The future of Jamaica democracy now depend on their being able to reach an early compromise and say a new election soon after the new registration system in place. All right, watch this now. So me show you where I'm coming, right? Let me move this. Now I go to 84. Let me go to 84 Funo. Can you see that? What's in a 84 where we're going in a Jamaica? Because the man close on the boat, me have that too, you know. Look where Seaga go on, but Seaga never do nothing. Seaga mash up the place. Watch out. Look on the date again. New York Times, look. September the 5th, 1984. You see who write it? See the article there? See the section where it September the 5th, 1984, section D, page 1. See? I know New York Times about them time more than 150 years. All right. You have this too. All right. Go to this. Look on this now, people. The archive. I move the archive. In many small grocery stores, these people, this is 1984, Seaga of the place weak. I lock down the place. Look on this now. You might talk about what Seaga do and mean good to Jamaica. In many small grocery stores, here these days, customer cannot buy a pound of flour. Not my saying. 1984. Unless they also buy some canned goods or perhaps some detergent. 1984. Jamaican refer to this mandatory combining of purchase of marine goods. That under Seaga, yeah? Some system did not go on platform. Some did not go on platform and saying I'm on the time them couldn't because them have married good. In a Seaga time. In a 78, when two local shop tried that, you know, say, okay, them did have the commission come down upon them. This is a widespread thing in a 1984. Blue Lagoon, you see it for yourself. Don't make Andrew Holness them doing on the first in study. Yes? This are marina goods. All right. But yes, still them attacks are Seaga go and good. We didn't ask yourself. Continue. It is a technique that the merchant here, renowned in the Caribbean, of their trading powers. devised years ago as a means of getting rid of slow-moving items, at times frequent shortages of such basic food as flour and rice. The shortages are one of the many symptoms of a long-term, look at people, it's short, flour and rice. Economic, see there as a long-term economic crisis that most of the 2.3 million Jamaicans have begun to feel deeply only in the last few months as the government has instituted severe austerity program. And this, Andrew Holness I tell Mr. Seaga do, he might tell Mr. Seaga do well good when everything documented. Remember we live through it. But still, since taking office in 1980, a matter of fact, people, he had the severe program from him coming to office since taking office 1980. From the man coming, he put people in an austerity measure. Not my word. Not my word. Look here. Prime Minister Edward Seaga has been struggling to reverse the economic decline that accompanied previous 8 years of yeah, but it couldn't be in a previous 8 years, so this a lie now. Leftists, yeah, they might try push thing because the people vote with him. Yeah? Tumultuous leftist government under his predecessor Michael Mann. So this was a lie. This a lie called them come out and talk, you know. Leftist and predecessor. All right, look here. Country heavily in debt. With strong support from Reagan administration, Mr. Seaga, right of center government, has attracted large foreign investment. Look on this. Farm and industrial production are up and tourism is booming. Look on these people still. Like what Andrea Taylor said, them up, you know. The country remains heavily in debt and short of hard currency. Tourism couldn't be booming. And you don't have the currency, it don't make no sense. Unless them come free. Unless them come free. This is garbage. Look here. Under pressure from the International Monetary Fund, them put Seaga under pressure. Mr. Seaga has announced that he intends to cut Jamaican deficit. These are the same thing where Andrew Holness talk about, you know, fixing the economy, right? Look here. Which is the greater than 385 million by more than half this year. So he want to cut the money. Remember Andrea talk about him cut down this and cut down that? He want to cut 385 million to 185 million. Yeah? And suffer with people then. He has, look at him though, he has devalued the currency by 100%, people, since last fall, by 100%. Say I got devalue the money. Say I got devalue, take the money and devalue it. Yeah? Look here. And began removing, look at people, after I devalued the money, he began to removing government subsidies from gasoline. That means everything got skyrocket. And a wide range of basic food will help the people then. That Jamaica has imported for years. We subsidize them and him come and move them and finger ship on the people and mash up the place. Him want cut something and do this. As a result, see that as a people, when you use the word as a result, you know, as a result, I'm wreckage. As a result, gasoline. See the people, see him use, this is how we mash up the country here. This is how we put in that there. As a result, gasoline will run the country. And electricity have doubling the price. See that? The cost of many food, Mr. Seaga said, has gone up 50 to 75%. When do, if not business, but the people, they may mash them up. Same way Andrew Holness too. So I come talk about it. So the people. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. See them here. So this is what Seaga do. Right? This is what Seaga do to our people. And when Mr. Seaga do, this is a good thing him do. This is a good thing. Continue. See that? Look here. And a food relief program has been started. People, the man start him double up everything and push, and then him push them under poverty and start free food ticket. Not my word. Seaga start free. And at this, Andrew Holness talk about when him do and him mean Jamaica. This is mean Jamaica good. Free food ticket. Food program, food relief program. This is just the man starve for people, them and mash up the economy. Prescription, even what, look here, prescription drugs have more than double in price. The price of imported feed for poultry and cattle has jumped also. Yeah? See, they're not my word. And this has caused chicken and milk price to rise. In the poor Central Kingston area, John Stroke, a 41-year-old unemployed cabinet maker, sat with two friends in a cardboard and tin shack that serve as a vegetable stall. You can't draw your belt no tighter. Mr. Stroke said, you will like plenty of food, but you don't eat plenty of food because you want plenty of food, but you don't have nothing to eat. Every week, he said, another item goes up in price. He held up an onion that was 20 cents. He said next week, it will be 60 cents. This is the Seaga where Andrew Holness are trying to glorify same good. Another Seaga him attack. Another Seaga him attack. Look here. Begging food. People start beg now. People have to start beg. Yeah? Two young women in faded dress came to the stall. One was 20 years old, the other 23. One woman said she had 3 children. A 3-year-old child. 3-year-old child. The other said she had 3 children. Both said the fathers of the children have abandoned them. They said they had been begging for money for dinner. So this is how Seaga take the country and put it in a. People start beg money for dinner. People go on free food ticket. And this guy talk about Seaga mean good for Jamaica. Raise everything and lock down everything. They bought a tiny bag. Me I run through it, you know. And perhaps see the people, the first time I hear about 2 tablespoons of salt. Them see there, them bought a tiny bag. Perhaps 2 tablespoons of salt for 10 cents and left. So in a Seaga time, them start sell tablespoon. So now they squeeze a toothpaste, it start from Seaga. In a 1984 hardship. The hardship start from 1980. Austerity measure. Them buy tablespoon of salt for 10 cents. Yeah? Nearby a pink and black egg rooted in a pile of melon. Rids and in gutter. Across the street, 3 men work in a grocery store behind a floor to seal in steel mesh. This is when people start mesh up them place. You have to have a cage to keep from being robbed. This is when robber turn up. Said Aspinall McLaren, 30-year-old owner of the store. This is when robbery turn up. He said they had been having shortages now and again of flour, rice, saltfish, chicken, and bacon. Everything around short. But he said business are steady and he had no complaint. See? In time past, he said there was more violent crime. It's a little bit difficult now, but you are free. The price, don't worry people too much. See there? Jobless rate at 25%. Look at this are in a 84 up to jobless rate turn up. See? With unemployment when it at more than 25%, Mr. Seaga said he also planned to dismiss several, when you look on these people, not my word. Mr. Seaga planned to dismiss several thousand civil servants. Some government officials say that as many as 6,000 jobs may be eliminated through dismissal and attrition. Mr. Seaga said he had explained to the country that this was the year we are going to do all the tough things. But he said this doesn't in any way make it comfortable. See that? The pain is there. Some don't know where I want there and go. I tell them that to achieve any gain, you have got to undergo the pain. Yeah? With an eye on nearby Dominican Republic, where a sharp price increase last spring led to riot, which more than 60 people died. Mr. Seaga has taken steps to solve the impact of his cut in spending food relief people. The first time in Jamaica, you get free food ticket. Peter, and yes, still Holness have put him out. Facts check. Perhaps more significantly, he has started a food relief program. See that? Them started. Married goods, which are millions of which are million people, and nearly half the population are entitled to free allotment of skim milk powder, people, milk, cornmeal, and rice. Skim milk powder, skim milk powder, you know. Cornmeal and rice. Cornmeal and rice. Milk powder, cornmeal, that's a porridge, right? You don't get no sugar and rice. This is how I say I put out there. The program government officials say is meant to ensure that people in the lowest income bracket maintain a minimally acceptable nutritional level in their diet. Skim milk, powder, rice, and cornmeal. In spite of the increase in basic food price, Mr. Seaga raised the minimum. Mr. Seaga raised the minimum wage and eliminate income tax for more than 40,000 people who earn less than you see the amount of people I do so strong, right? 1,250 a year. He reduced taxes for nearly 50,000 other who earn between 1,250 and 1,500 a year. At the same time, he increased taxes. Look here. An automobile, truck license, cigarette, beer, wine, and whiskey. So a truck license if you carry the thing so it can pass on to you. The tough policies now being implemented will serve as a brake on this year growth. United States Embassy here said in a recent report, in fact, negative growth is possible. See the negative. Negative. However, the report said the policies enhance Jamaica's ability to realize full advantage of several favorable trends and opportunities. This is foolishness. The period of austerity, Mr. Seaga said, is a passing phase that in the end will make more Jamaicans able to share in an employment and have better earning. This never happened, people. See the time there? This never happened. So when this guy, Andrew Holness, run out, come tell about, this, Seaga what him do and for, for the betterment. This is not for no betterment. This mash up the people them more. Not never happen. Nothing never happen. I peg him off a peg it, Yes, him peg it. Yes, I peg him off a peg it for it stand up. See? So not never happen. Right? Me go look on 1986. Remember, 88 election for run, him come out 89. So we're going to 86 now. So 87, 88 election and then run 89 and him last. Him not do nothing. Seaga not do nothing. If him not do nothing for him, I got 84 that we read and him never do nothing. Him type up and mash up of people in 84. Me could look at 86 if he might do something better now. Remember we see him lay off, him lock down all kind of things, you know. Him get rid of the bus, get rid of hospital, do all kind of things, you know. Austerity measure. Me could look at 2 more years after now. Me could look at Jamaica better off in a 86. Me could look. Them can't trick around here, you know. Me could look. 1986. Yeah? The man even to the people then. Me could go 1986 and say we get better. All right. So we are going to 1986. I mean, in the 80s, I'm medieval man. Yes. We could go in this and say Jamaica they get better. See the people? Nearly 87 this in September 86 this. So we're not that far from 1987. See? Never that far. You understand? Yeah, we're not that far. See? So yeah, so we don't, them can't talk to because we never that far. All right, watch this now. See that? Same way. Anybody who can go get it and go know. So this is 22nd of September 1986, section A, page 1. And see the article, the New York Times. It digitized so we can read it. Because see what I want you saw. President Reagan's closest ally in the Caribbean, Prime Minister Edward Seaga of Jamaica, is in serious political trouble. Not my word. Like Andrew Holness now. And an old rival who has embraced Cuba and criticized the United. You hear them right against Michael all the white people? He embraced Cuba and criticized, he not criticize and United States, him tell them the truth. Hear this. Hear this now, old rival who embrace Cuba and criticize United States policy in Central America is striving to replace him. See that? The result of recent nationwide local election. These are the local government people. And respect polls suggest to many Jamaicans and foreign diplomats that if election were held tomorrow, the winner would be Michael Manley. In a 1986. People don't know what, like what they know want to say Andrew Holness right now. Him know if him they call election, them time I'm gone. The local government election tell him. Yeah? They tell them. But him go laugh. Him not gonna do it. I know nobody never contest. So one time him win election, you know. In 1983, you know. Because them never contest. Him just get free seat. And a full dictatorship. See there? In the guard. Mr. Manley is a leader in international socialism who relinquished the office of Prime Minister to Seaga 6 years ago. 6 years. Come here, read 86. After campaign, with more than 800 Jamaicans were killed. That are them over there bringing and through Seaga over 800 other people there. I returned to power by Michael Manley, who conducted a flamboyant, democratic and international policy that wreck Jamaica economy, which me tell you, them always write this shit. Yeah, and kept sparring with Washington. So Washington put them out for right, but them couldn't stop him. Would be regarded by many as a defeat for a Reagan administration. Look at them. So Reagan, them are fighting people for a Reagan administration. You understand? It would most certainly diminish its influence in strategic region. Yeah, so they might use Jamaica as a strategic. See, I never did if you look about Jamaica, you know. See what them do, them fight them own war with Jamaica. See there? Diminish its influence in a strategic region in which it has faced little opposition since the Marxists, them all like, you see the paper tried this him do. The same paper what I read, Marxist revolutionaries in Grenada were overthrown nearly 3 years ago. Them are call Maurice Bishop Marxist too, like what them call Michael Manley. So this is what them do. He was no Marxist. But look at now, and the paper still have to talk the truth now when it comes to something. Seaga Valley friend, United States official at State Department American embassy here guarded in their remark about Mr. Manley. But this month, the State Department underscored its support for Mr. Seaga in a statement describing him as a close and valued friend. You hear this? Mr. Seaga was the first head of government to visit the newly elected President Reagan. This I show you that the man sell out the country. Never go and sell out the country. Yeah? Me up on my live, yeah? Look on my team, me up on my live. Yeah, man. Just sell out the country. Yeah? In the White House. So, he might tell us a good friend with Reagan in the White House in 1981. And that year, Mr. Seaga first fully here in office. See there? United States aid to Jamaica jumped fivefold. The first year, although Seaga get so much free things, yeah? When Reagan come in 1981, him have thing a jump, him a get free things for a country and couldn't run it people. Not Michael Manley. In 81, remember I come in down in a December, down in a October 80, you know. And by 81, yeah, that mean 80 that done. By 81, everything when I get a fivefold, yes, still a man could manage the country. Since then, Jamaica, with 2.3 million people, has become the recipient of more United States aid. We live off of aid and free food ticket than any other country in the Caribbean. Them pouring with all kind of things. And one of the largest recipients per capita in the world. So from 81, them are give Jamaica. Look what them give Jamaica. Money them give Jamaica. And yes, still. Man, they make 200 million and around Jamaica. He might get free money. Man, they sell the backside and use it on Jamaica. Look here. The average more than 125 million a year. The Reagan administration request for 1987 is 153 million. In the far from the 200 million. But yes, still, as Sarah does chop it and bill himself. He might get free money, free assistance, food stamp. In a 1987, the man no do nothing to Jamaica. 86, this and I tell you, yeah, it will go for 1987. See there? Yeah. For a night, him request the money and the people. This is 86 September. And Reagan done already request for 1987. Him now request 125, and I request 150 the request. 153 million for the following year, 87. Despite the huge amount of aid, people in my word, despite the huge amount of aid and variety of austerity measures, Mr. Seaga has been unable, people see him flap here, despite the huge amount of aid, the man get aid with value nearly the money the man they make from the backside. Like 43 million less. You see? And it go up can get other things. So this side, the aid and the austerity measure. See that Holness, let me show you something. Seaga has been unable to overcome a 50% loss in income from backside. Him last because him take it and give back. Which had been the Jamaican main foreign exchange. Backside to the man left. You mash it up and take it and give them back. See there? Him lost 50% of that. And him couldn't recover. Backside was the main earner. When man left it. See there? The standard of living on the island has continued to fall. And its popularity has faded. This coming like Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness coming like Seaga 2.10. And 9.9 more up, and not even not 2.2 and not 2 point this, like 1 million points something. See? In an interview, Mr. Seaga conceded that an immediate election would be a close affair. That's what him said, but it wouldn't be no close enough. He get wiped out. But he's not constitutionally required to face the electorate before the end of 88 and says he's intent to resist demand from Mr. Mandy to call an election sooner. See that? It will not close. Him that get mashed up. Unless a change in the political climate make it advantageous for him. So, but nobody now go like them now go for Andrew Holness. Man, the point of election, right? Mr. Manda argued that the local election at the end of July, which is party won by a margin of 57 to 57%. Aye. Serve as a referendum on Mr. Seaga performance and that the Prime Minister has lost his moral authority to govern. See that? Never have the moral authority. Many Jamaicans say they think it's likely Mr. Seaga will agree to an election in a little less than a year, possibly next June or July, just after 1987 tourist season. Neither man want to risk disturbing an industry that had become the country's major source of income. So, Seaga take the backside to the major source of income or whenever have to depend on tourism. And the tourism have to take over from the backside when they mash it up. So what Seaga do? Remember 86 of them don't do nothing, you know. Austerity major, you know. Who are going to big up Seaga say him do something? Who? As Prime Minister Michael Mann, the 60-year-old graduate of London School of Economics, led Jamaica to prominence in organization of third world countries professing non-alignment. So only that call him Marxist when he present none can align with America, neither Castro. Non-alignment movement him deal with, you know. Non-alignment. He does deal with equal rights and things. He emphasized nationalism and rail against imperialism. So he was trying to find a third way between capitalism and communism. He was criticized as a romantic idealist who left the details to others. Seaga, who graduated from Harvard and is now 56 years old, swept into office as Mr. Man the opposite. Yeah? Bottom down that and it show you. People look here now. Look here. And it tell about the 1983 boycott and everything. See there? Seaga mash up the place. And we can come back to now. We can come back to now. We can come back to now. Seaga closed down everything one you can think of. Austerity measure. Get rid of JRS. Shut down a lot of hospital. Put on a farm food stamp. People are married goods. Everything. I remember we're going to 86, 87. And more thing him get. More handout. More than anybody else. 87. Reagan request 150 million. From 125 gone up more. 157 million. Eh? And him Andrew put a talk about what him doing. Him not do nothing. 88 election for call him not do nothing. Him never fix nothing. Him never fix it. The election I call 89 and 3, but then what him do? When him get 87 now be a handout same way. Ninja man have to come and sing free food ticket. What happened to this man? Let me tell you what. Let me show you now where Holness to. Let me show you where Holness to. Let me show you where Holness. Let me show you what this man do. Let me show you something. Watch this. This is
1984. 5 people are executed in a Miami crack house. One, a pregnant woman, is found in a praying position as if pleading for her life. Investigators charge this slaughter was the handiwork of Jamaican posses that killed 1,400 people around the nation during the 4-year investigation. Among arrests that began yesterday were 34 members of the Miami-based Shower Posse, so named because they rained bullets on their enemies.
These people are absolutely the most vicious organized crime group in the United States today.
We're getting some innocent people getting killed as a result of the existence of these organizations.
Federal, state, and local agencies in 21 cities around the nation are serving 435 warrants. The violations include murder, drug trafficking, and illegal weapons. 91 warrants in South Florida include 70 in Broward and fewer than 10 in Dade, while the Immigration Service is searching for 20 illegals imported from the slums of Jamaica where the violent posses originated. Authorities say the posses are so evasive, a multi-agency task force called Rum Punch 2 had to be formed.
So what pan that? Look on this. You talk about Seaga when them do and pallets and they make this. These are the same set of man them that work for Seaga and them and with the CIA and they make them come up there. Over 1,400 people life lost. Only the pan Shabali by Seaga mash up the country. And we can show you Seaga over 400 million by the way. But you run out to them and bow when him right and think. Brother, if you do facts check, let's try to treat the people in Boya. Go outside, Seaga. Go outside. Yeah? Stop trying to treat the people in Boya. See? Stop trying to treat them Boya. Not working. You understand? Look on this. You think this look good? You think this look good? And it's not
Who paid $50,000 to help free Judas?
The exact figure for the payment to the law firm was $49,912.62.
Just tell us, Mr. Prime Minister, who paid the $50,000?
I can't recall. It was party funded.
Party funded. You take over for your father dead. And that party funded. Party. By the way, them find around 90 had gone again today. They must stop by them. I remember asking you something. When you just this not the era with nothing did I go on the other day. If you know era the place quiet. And money are running up, but the gun them still stockpile. That mean I like badness done. The police now do nothing. If you find that, that mean more come in. The gun them will not come in and a stockpile like this. But we carry down this up, it's a bag of money they must spend. Send it through who they must send it to and give the same dance in a them area. That them a do. The gun them still a come in and the thing them still there. If you feel the police can get 100 and gun at them get in a space and a time, 100 of them. Them just get 90 at now play that make you hear it. And them come and tell me one bag of foolishness. Like people are eat that. See? That party funded. That party funded. Look on that. You think this look good? Eh? That look good? That can't look good. This also cannot look good. I'm gonna move this. That no look good none at all. See? All right, let me see. How much come in to them, how much can them find? So in the world, 80s people, the truth is, anything but them talk about Seaga is bullshit. Yeah? I remember them people against Monday, but them have to talk about Seaga. So when you talk about, you read about Seaga, it shows you the state of the country. It captures that history back in time with them care about. The austerity measure. It shows you how from down there, from Reagan come in in 81, he might get everything and him couldn't run the country. Him lock down everything, him push him close on jails, him fire the civil servant them, him put people on food stamp, him destroy Jamaica. But if you hear them, Seaga do this, I said, tell me something when do. You're going to put a name on the training thing when man they have and call it out. Call the same training man they have, The apprenticeship thing and them thing, them just call it out, technical training this, and call it out. I just start in care over. I same training. Of course. Same training. See? Same man. So you just say art and I create this. We don't really create nothing. We don't create nothing. Because so them see them a put name on things. Yes. Them a put name on things, man. And them cut out the whole of them dangerous. So me just show you 86. 87 when I get the money, 88 election a card, Gilbert come, the place mash up, them are sell zinc like crazy. Then get zinc and thing them sell them. You must all people will help out in me and my brother them help out in 88. Enough place my bill for all people. Free. Don't charge a cent. Cause so you see you have to have them kind of art for man, And you want them people to get back. Some of them people like Mama Julie. If you have a place in Lickdown in a 51. But I'm 4 hour time, 51. So, yes. So she get it built back and then it can mash up again in a 88 hour to build back them place and enough more people place for them, run go deal with people them thing. Yeah, you understand? The man create shower posse. The man creates our posse where look much people suffer through that. See? The man creates our posse. Meanwhile, Monday, if you go back to Monday, that tell you something like this.
Hear me! I have altered the balance of power in Jamaica in favor of the black and the poor. And I have no apologies to history. You walk with a pride today you never had before because of my work, and nothing will turn that back in Jamaican history. Nothing will turn it back. Nothing will turn it back.
You hear him though? Alter the balance in favor of the black and the poor. Them man not come tell you this and that, him do the things. And you can't believe that Andrew Holness went out Panamanian and attack back up here.
Down in Jamaica, I'm skipping. They tried in 1976 to organize a military coup to overthrow Michael Manley. In 1976, they supported attempts to assassinate Michael Manley on 3 different occasions. The little man who led Jamaica, who spoke at Savior's Day, was such a threat to our government that they attempted 3 times to assassinate the man in 1976. So later, they found a way to get rid of him through riots in the street over food when they cut off assistance to Jamaica. This is America.
Farrakhan not attack, you know. Yes. You war with a small island for nothing at all, the Pickpan Island, and the man now back up, man, I look out to people then. I'm say Andrew Holness, when I have nothing about him now, I live on these things when put out like the biggest thing there. So when Andrew live pan, you know, him going at the NHT and take over 100 billion out of it, you know. 11.8 billion for run budget where him running. You know. When him say I'm gonna touch, you know. It a come from man they put in a heart out that in gone a long time and yes it's still around. It no mash up in a that well put together. But Patterson them put together well put together too. Because me see them run out and talk about rather. These are Mandy and Patterson and Portia them put them in there, you know. It wasn't there. Them never did it. Seaga destroy the thing them. So you get up and get Seaga these kind of things. Eh? Them not bad Marley too. Them not bad Marley. Who behind it? Go ask Eddie. It's bad Malia. It's bad Malia. Who not bad Mali? You the man that sing Rasta now mix up in the CIA rat race. Yeah, go ask. It's bad Malia. See that? Let me show you something. Now about this. Move this. Now about that. Eh? It's a goddamn sin. Them knock him. Knock our people. Where the gunman them come from? See? Yes, them not bad Mali. And the man want come now, you remember you can't change history. Because through that they're going in Jamaica, New York Times have other media houses, another thing, where them document that from in a Britain, in a Canada, in a US. So you have to look on the Jamaican local one if they don't want to put it out. You understand? You don't. But them document them. So anybody will come put out him and say, boy, him build this, him don't build nothing. Him call them peasant. Him say indoctrinate and big this and that. Them things is lie. Remember, you know, you have much Cuban in a Jamaican at the time. You notice? It's a JLP in a government. And look how much doctor we did have out there and thing. But since them send them home, America want them go home and draw a car. But them must save our life. In the pandemic, America never send one. Them send hundreds. Risk for them life to save our one. And at them, the same JLP government, the same JLP party, they call them communists and that kind of thing, and we are for Cuba. Cuba always the boat. A matter of fact, when Seaga come in, him expel them, man, they bring them back. And then they never leave after that. Man, they bring them back. GC, Foster College, Jose Marti, and Gavia Masio, and enough more things, you know, with them bidding, you know. Enough more things, you know. So they never did about no communists, not like this. Those was lie. Eh? Them they lie. So you have a guy like Andrew put out this guy about him and about where Seaga and him do this and that. So Seaga, you was Seaga say himself. Now hear this.
All of a sudden everybody turned on. The
better learn that in any organization is only one Dan by rule.
That wasn't a prime minister, that was a Dan. Yeah, Dan. Yeah.
All of a sudden everybody turned Dan. You better learn that in any organization is only one Dan by rule. And today,
you hear that? You hear this? One Dan by rule. One. Wagwan. Me the pan it here, you know. You want to talk? Hold on. Hey, talk to me. Come in the pan it. Talk to me, fam.
This a can't go on, man. We line up a purpose or something, man. You know, see, very strong on FID, man. Then man will investigate and do it.
No, but him have to go away. Him have to go away. Them can't put him down there. Him corrupted, you know. FID, them can't so be a face that have to go scrub. Them cannot put him down there.
If PLP win, when PLP win, they can't move it, right?
And you move, you can't lock it down. You root it out. Can you remember what Andrew do? Andrew do disrespect to the government and them talk and play chess, see? So him do him go around and put the one on him, Wayne Henry. The one where their PIOJ know what talk about a bullshit about them cutting a half. But we have the thing, remember, you know, Andrew, the census where you have to take every 10 years, and the boy cut that, them not pay feet, see? Them don't. So if you not pay feet, the people them not gonna work, so you not gonna get it. If the census they come out, then you gonna see the poverty rate it are wicked. There are so much people now work and everything. So him not want that done. And it's not good because you plan with the census. So you know you know who live in our kind of house, if it's a board house, if them live under zinc, if they live like none in the bump buck. You know, none in the buck and the cellar. Where you have none in the that if them live like none in the buck, if them live like under zinc, if them live in a foul cube, if them live under tree like them a goat, you're gonna know. You're gonna know this disabled, you're gonna know everything, you're gonna know who not work, who are starved, you're gonna know everything.
Yeah.
None that thing boy by not paying it. So him definitely do, and then it take three years now. And remember you can't put out half thing we finish and complete. And you can't say you start on the half for your bill. You have to do it right over because you have to take around a 3 months and do that. And imply the amount of people train them up and do it. So you get a better capture because if you open a 3 year from 2022, right? Now 2025, 3 year gap. Enough people move from where them, enough people dead when you know that, right? Cross. Sick and dead, enough people move. You know, enough people gonna foreign. You know, enough. So you couldn't come back with the same thing and go, because you say, go, me do that you did the last time, let me skip it. But as some other people go live in it. Do you understand? And you go skip some yard when you're supposed to skip and all kind of things, it can't work. But him deliberately do this because he want to treat the people them with bogus data. And then him have big dirty thinking mama and draws headless them, fish headless them and draws Davis them now. What them do is go on and spin things. But you know, till we see was anything was spin boy and we grab them, you know. No spinning boy. This will stop. So I look at dirty boy, we're gonna beat him tomorrow till I'm a ben, you know. Yes. Yeah.
What if this time one contract we about say like
yes.
I want to one time
this are outer hardness. You can't have them guys, you know. Number one, there is no way. I mean, him not qualified for that. FID. So you can't take him and go give him a job like that. You take him and go put him there. You understand? In a them place, I believe you have to put like you put judges and them people that they say. You understand? People understand it. This kind of understand when I tell them it's a big piece of shit. You understand? That's why I tell them, you know. When you see them out and chat, this is what them do, you know. It don't go show them colors. This is nepotism, cronyism, and them thing. Them people they can't put them for run nothing. Yeah. Although in an election, you're moving from one thing all of a sudden and put him there so because I remember if him can't get charged too, you know, brother. Him can't get charged. Yeah. No, but you charge him. He must get charged. We are pressure him, you know, brother. We are pressure this piece of shit, you know. Me can't tell him this, we don't arrest for him now, you know. Him a garbage, you know. So me can't tell a piece of fucking shit that him met a go away, you know. Because him a garbage, you know. him a garbage. Yes? Me see them catch him and put him all over the place. And we not want to put him in garbage, brother. You understand? This is what, that's why you have to get rid of Andrew Farmer. That piece of nastiness of the call election quick, you know. Because we don't know this with him neither, you know. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm not named so in it name Big Mama, it name Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. What you say about Mouthpiece?
Remember, I said, this is why I am same man, you know, this over there, I said, if you would have problem with the commission, mistake with them, no problem, no, we're not 28, that what code, this and that.
But me sure it. Because him talk about nothing, none of 28 and there was no problem and thing you can't. Him alone, him a country of interest. And all the opposition do just scared at a court. Him not ready yet. Him not know about laws and things for God. So that's a serious place. You can't take them shit here. This is nastiness, this is shit. This piece of guy calls that piece of nasty, underprivileged piece of shit. Yes? Him to go away. Him to get charged too. Yes, guy, him to get charged, him to go away. Yeah, man. Him a shit, him a garbage. But this is how Andrew them take the place and mash it up. No, but this, yeah, I remember, you know, this guy have 21%. Him not a prime minister. See? Me hear all the one that will falls. I play him right now too. Me hear all him run out. And him a play the song that I want him to catch up a Big Mama. I said them alone for play. If them alone for play, me not come back and call Andrew name. And him have to carry everybody what me say. Him have to carry, him have to make sure Big Mama did it. I grin him teeth. And I boogie down. Big Mama, Fish Headless, Tresemme 21, Apocalypse, yeah, Bug Life, came off of the two, you know. What attack off of the you know. Dark Power Father-in-law, see, Belle Davis, Gager, the whole of them are Patrick Bailey, Terry Langton, Queenie, the whole of them are fit there in the studio and him. Vaz go there and play it and make them go and boogie down and wine and feel nice. And then we're going to stop calling your name on the show tomorrow. If them do it tonight, them go practice and do it and them forget too much forward. Me not call your name tomorrow. Yes? Them go do it. Because the man get, I'm them for put Buster in it too, you know. Remember I'm the founder. Buster have to go in it. Buster have to go in it. Buster Clark, man, Buster, yes. Clark Buster. Clark Buster have to go in it. Yes. I him start the thing, you know. Him are the founder. So them have to put him in it too. See? All of them need to go. All of them want me just carve their above names. So go in at the song where him play. Him say I play for PMP. No, him just mash up him oneself. No, Queen E that man. Queen, you remember the E? It's a capital E, not capital E that. You know why you always say Queen E? It's a capital E, man. Queen, the Queen that man. Queen E. You just say you know. A Queen E, man. Queen capital E. Yes. Eh? No, what Queen E? Yeah, man, a Queen E. You don't know? We can't show him. If you look on my screen. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, a Queen. Look on your screen. No, this here at all. Look on your screen. Look on your screen now. You can't see it? It's Queen E there. It's Queen E there, man. With him eyeglass drop down. You see it? Look on it. See him eyeglass. You see him too test. You can drop him eyeglass. The shade drop out. No. You see it? Yeah, Queen E, man. Yeah, Queen E, man. Yes. The Queen E there too, you know? Yes. And when they play that tomorrow, when I call Anthony. Not so good tomorrow. Yes. See? No, we are a robot. I mean, we have Titan tomorrow because this not stop this. When they do the amateur fuck, him not supposed to go around and talk about stop this and not investigate this. He's not supposed to do this. So he not have no investigating skill. He is a minion. He is a piece of shit. This guy. Him to go away.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
The greatest thing still me God say, he court case a come up. Because everything will backfire upon him, you know. So he case now. No, remember say that it's a court, you know. And
Yeah.
same time, we can move him, you know.
Yeah.
When time, yeah. So he can't. You see, when you charge him, you know enough for which to, you know.
Hey, let me tell you something. But I see what's what. Hey, me a serious man, you know. Me serious now. Me looking. Me you know. Me the one them all call me. I'm Marky G say, Mr. Alone, so me where I don't know. You have to they just clean the place. I'm clean and give them. Don't you know even pay my man. Me want 3 positions. I want to turn the police commissioner and as me swearing, me start lock up people. I want the DPP and I want who should I want me say I want the DPP and the top judge. Me no want to be the judge, you know, but I want to a judge that as the governor general sign me, me say, ah, you get charged, and him come in front of me same time. Can I cut me keep you know? What? Sentence and send him the same time. The governor general to mash up the place. Send for strike 5 to. I remember me and do the ruling same time. You understand? Send for strike 5 and charge her too. And deal with that. And the commission and the past commissioner them have to get charged too. And Holness come over the front of me, you know. And me I judge 1,000 years and I don't care. Yes.
And they think they're going to get stopped, you know. That's why I tell you something. One this man out of prison. You see, when time in God prison,
yes.
No next man can go there.
And that's what you have to do. You have to take them and make an example from them. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah. See? You have to use them, make an example. Them not using none at all. Joy, big up yourself. Yes. But when him do, him same play chess. So him take the one of them and put all over the place. Think Marky, remember we know one of them. As Marky, him does dismiss everything with a business. If a judge run up, you get dismissed to move. The place have a clean. It have a clean. Yeah. Because Andrew now defend the money that we have, you know. We now allow it, you know. Yes? So we see corruption. We see Henry going this and Henry run out the other day. But if we put Henry in a film space, then you have Bruce so they're on the loose. Dr. Bruce. Him on the loose. See? You have Henry. Him there with him foolishness too. I run out and I make, you know. And you notice, people who are going up and down at them have vote for this guy. Remember, look who make money, who make the most money and deal with corruption and them here. Them here, people like them here. Lizard like them here. Yeah? We can't go take this a piece of shit and no about investigation and thing and put him about him lead what? Yeah? Yeah.
Tell me, man, in a poor for 9 years. I haven't talked with your fix economy for 9 years. I know people are going to feel it. It don't trickle down this.
It ain't like people are either. Eh? Like people are either. And then I push out PLI, you know. What for fact checking? PLI. Everything with them put out. We're going to build more highway. I don't want to build the highway. What is them? You understand?
I just told people up the campaign so more and sitting and push out. Like when you beat them and sitting, I saw PMP if you had
yeah.
When they start them foolish, you beat them with the truth and kick with them back.
I'm a matter of fact, this is the same nastiness where I say you sell more money might not reach SSL because they pick up for everything with Andrew Holness in Ireland. So you know, say him yes, you understand? Look here, people, look here. Well, I no move there. You see, they're going to find him. I want to do it tomorrow. Much should be, you have to make much out of this, you know. Because JP Black, I did that threat and said them I come with gun. And we see it as shipping. Yeah, and industrial terrorists, them find the gun, them, you know. Remember, play that phone now. Hear this. I didn't forget back snap in face. But you have to make much. Because I know the police say, book back. If you have so much gonna come in, crime not listen. Me tell you already, you know. Andrew them have paid the government to run food in a them constituency to keep them youth the calm. Can you notice West Kingston, you know, you're not even them fool, you know, them not even make a nickel drop or a dime. It's not quiet like that. But them I tell them, say, yo, man, we pay on them and just keep quiet and boom, bam, bam. So we not have, and then we are say the thing drop. But meanwhile, the man, them I use the same money when them I get and I bring in gun. How much gun them carry? How much? Remember, this is what them find. Can you imagine what them not find? How much gun find people? Yeah. Hear this.
Adrian Gordon with the Midday News. The police are investigating another massive gun shipment in Kingston. Rated Jamaica News sources say the Security Forces and Customs Agency have intercepted a shipment of arms in an industrial-sized water heater at a warehouse on Industrial Terrace.
Industrial Terrace. None of them come out already. How much? You think I want gun them get hear this? That I don't actively, Industrial Terrace, right? That's all. When they gone, them always go with them clear. Hear this.
Our sources say the police have so far recovered 96 guns from the water heater that has been searched. It's believed there are 4 other water heaters in the same shipment from the United States. The police also found 16 guns in another shipment at the same warehouse recently.
So you get 96 now, and you have 16 before. That's what, 112? That's 112. Yes. 112 gun in a space and last week, I know. 112 gun. Them want to see the kind of gun with them put out. And them have a water heater with them not get. This is what them do. Yeah. You understand? See? This bad. This make it worse. Okay, but Andrew do, them have to go away. And by the way, you know, Makala Bedrin, them have big dirty thinking mama with them blue that put. Nobody now look on that, I write a typically there summer. Nobody now look on that. No, and then we pick out some things where me play because I not listen them. And when I chat them shit I know have to dissect with us. Dissect. Because some of the shit them we don't want to hear them, Like them blue that pole, green that pole, we don't want to see that. You understand? You don't want to see that. That's the food. We don't want to see it, man. Yeah, man. That's the food, man. See? Look how much thing them have just yeah.
Adrian Gordon with the Midday News. The police are investigating another massive gun shipment in Kingston. Rated Jamaica News sources say the Security Forces and Customs Agency have intercepted a shipment of arms in an industrial-sized water heater at a warehouse on Industrial Terrace. Our sources say the police have so far recovered 96 guns from the water heater that has been searched. It's believed there are 4 other water heaters in the same shipment from the United States. The police also found 16 guns in another shipment at the same warehouse recently.
Hear this? 16 other guns recently. See? Yes. Wait, that's the food. Wait now. Look. That the food is where you come now and yeah, say hello, that the food is. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Come. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I. Come. A is for. A is for. Tell me, A is for. B is for. There you go. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about it. When I'm talking, all right, yeah. Wow. But I'm some place at the food. Yeah, man. You see what I'm do? This time, not to do with police and we the on top of things. The man, them with that stop ship gun. Them not the on top of nothing. And this is what we want them to still get the gun, them still. But how much of them gone through? If you have some other one and you get one with 96, the other one might have been 200. And 3 gone through, maybe it's a 500 gun gone out, 400, 600, 300. Yeah? This This is a goddamn disgrace. You understand? Come daddy fool, you come. What's up with that, man? Yeah, man. This is a goddamn disgrace. No two way about it. Goddamn disgrace. See? Yes. Well, guy, I want to burn him up. We had a Titans too, man. Him forget knock left, right, and center. People, you remember what I tell us? They need fear. Make a plate and make it eat. Look at the food in that. Go back and knock you out, you know, because I must up in here. Yes, wait. Yeah, man. Knock you out. Then I laugh, you know. Hey, Andrew Holness, when you see that the food, you come on, I go and say, must also, yeah, man. Well, my people, them things say you are trying to pay off that the food, you know. Yeah, man, if you come play, you know. Yeah, Andrew Holness, that the food, that man. Well, I mash up the place. See? Remember play Vaz. Very important for play this. I play this before I play double Vaz. Yeah, I'm playing.
An opportunity. Young Ricardo Brooks on a lot list. Those listen, never heard of this. But is it true that there are occasions when Mr. Seaga to physically beat you?
I am not ashamed to say that, Cliff.
The planet to them. You have a man who come to represent you from a foreign country, and you sit down there and make him a beat you. It's bad enough. You make him a block you up because you want those things and space and everything. And then you know, see a man run out of chat on the foolishness. A man when a man in Jamaica beat you, so you know. Beat you like a slave, you know. Eh? This more than bad. But could hear the one you say so. Hear this.
Darrell Vaz told the Jamaica Labour Party JLP meeting in St. James on Sunday that the NIDS is a measure designed to make them safer. He also castigated the legal challenge to NIDS. TVJ's Dwayne Anderson has more in this Primetime News report.
You know, so I may not come here off a pet. I may not come here off a powder.
And with that, the Portland Eastern Member of Parliament, Darrell Vaz,
fully done, Stu, you know. The Vaz, them this man, fully done.
Rebuked the People's National Party PNP for its challenge to the National Identification System, NIDS.
And all the government of Jamaica is trying to do under Andrew Holness is trying to account for all the people that make up the population.
So you know what I'm saying? The NIDS is trying, all them are trying to do with the NIDS. It's going to the people make up the population. And the dunces thing this me ear me ever hear. You know why the dunces thing? I be able to just ban and get NIDS. The little baby just ban them and give them NIDS. I better I do the census. The same census where I want to pay. You hear when I tell him I do NIDS, I use it for policing. And the census him for doing, you know. The census. He must have him want to know the needs that are making known people in the population. Everybody are getting it. See? Hear this.
And give them the opportunity to interact with government.
Interact with government to do what? Hear this.
In the easiest possible way.
When I talk about bullshit, him don't understand my name needs. Yeah, but here with them, this is what them they really want it for now. Here with the police thing when they want it for. Hear this.
But no. They are prepared to take the government to court to try and prove a point. No.
And the right thing the people them did do, you know. Because the needs is that in breach and enough our rights and everything.
More than bad mind.
Mr. Vaz told JLP supporters the NIDS will make their lives better, particularly in crime-hit places such as St. James. He said with NIDS, members of the security forces operating in the states of emergency would be able to easily identify lawful residents from criminals.
Yeah, no, adapt them want them did want to find to the work neither. You're in French. You hear what I'm saying? So him now attacks about man and said them they just want to know. But him I come tell you where Andrew wanted. For remember say my chat is, you know. Him just come let out everything out of his mouth. In Boston, hear this.
And speaking of states of emergency, Mr. Vaz took issue with the PNP senator's stance against extending the security measure in St. James in the upper house on Friday.
KD Knight, abstain. The big wagga wagga one Lambert Brown. Him couldn't make up for him mind.
The Quaker people wagga wagga. Dog without teeth, you know. With a wife for extra kind. Your wife must be so kind. No woman must be so kind. Your wife for mean. Woman for mean. Female wife extra kind, you know. My wife for extra kind. We ask them about and them tell us she kind. Yes. She kind, man. Yeah, so the one I treat them, the one them not a starve up, but the one them I drop easily. Certain mango and certain fruit. I see that. Very kind. Continue.
Him say, him not really sure. Valrenita Robertson, the newest PNP candidate, who is a Queen's Counsel. She raised issues with it just over the weekend. So that is 2 Queen's Counsel and Wagga Wagga Lambert Brown. Hear me now. Take sleep and mark that.
Mr. Vaz said he expects the PNP to try and block any further extension. He did not miss the chance to also address a recent social media post from his Portland Eastern challenger, attorney at law Valrenita Robertson.
You say that them yesterday the court struck it down for real. Because that infringed by your rights. Yeah? Them didn't want to use it for fight crime, and him say it. But that filter out the corruption. If you look for thief, you look at the cabinet. A billions them now with. Hundreds of billions. So you're looking at the cabinet, Jamaica cabinet, and you see real criminal. Yeah, super blue pill, you know. A dog without teeth. Yeah, man, super blue pill that. See me? Super blue pill there. See now, a super blue pill. Dog without teeth. Yeah, man. Them are not good. But Andrew one is come and play, boy, you play. Edit Bird Seaga and boy, him do. And him right. Him right. Him not do nothing. For the whole time, him sit down there and destroy with things them. And take hand out and put up people on free food ticket. Rob up with things them. Like the previous, like the no government. Rob up Jamaica taxpayers money like the no government. Criminal them. Yes. Saying? How dirty thinking criminal? Yeah, man. Yeah, that one, I'm going to play this because I see that time I forgot eat my big about. I'm going to play this. Hear this.
And you don't run, chichi man. I'm mad, you're mad. I'm mad, you're mad.
Yeah, you know what to tell my life?
Whether them in a Portland, St. Thomas, St. Andrew, Clarendon, anywhere them there.
I just the people them in a look at.
You know what for do.
All right, your position and the EFAF's position on this issue, read Daryl Vaz's comments and the song choice. Articulate that position for me.
The position is simple. He should apologize for the use of the song, for being even willing to cue up a song that the very singers of that song have said we won't be using it anymore in our lineup because it has been established that it promotes homophobic violence, violence against the LGBT community in Jamaica and elsewhere. And so that alone in and of itself is a problem. And then when we get to the question of what did he mean at the end, that's a further issue that we can go back and forth about. But the reality is I don't think our politics is at the place anymore where that is acceptable.
So CVM cut it. But you see, Charles Davis pan this, you know. CVM, stop carrying Charles Davis. Charles Davis turned around and said, when Mark Golding, what Mark Golding are doing this? He might play a song. Mark Golding said, this is a real man. No call no name. But you have some guy and a real guy. And we say it all the time. Because our afraid a real man. We don't talk about man with the pan a corner. And when a woman a pass him, I say, yeah man, I'm here and she take on me. I'm going to go there, so I draw with the one, then him and them friend them sit down and discuss woman. That ain't a real man, that's a shit. Piece of shit. Real man not discuss woman, don't talk. You know, sit down pan can and I carry woman name and one who that them then a real man. You understand? Yeah. See? Yeah, man. So them then a real man. Real man and I way just do some little fool thing and like mama man, them are mama boy. But we say no, them then a real man neither. See? Him take it no one about, you know, when Mark Wallen did say real man. If another same thing, or to be the same thing. You hear song I tell you fit burn people with fire and who them apart with an arc and things, and you come at about real man and put that dirty thinking drive Davis when need blow and bleach. This little nasty piece of shit. When people stop call the leader, the PMP, name nasty for it. Him to go away. Saying? Them to go away. The one of them depend on pay this, you know, because we know that one of them depend on pay this. So them have fight to see if them can spread them propaganda to the people. Them all we do is fact check and keep them real on. Just fact check. Them is nasty this. Wait till tomorrow. We have to come and beat Guy Collins at the morning, yeah? People, a morning we have to come mash up Guy Collins at him too stink. And Andrew them too enough too. Them no good. But Guy Collins I go FID. They use some judge, I use some other people in a law enforcement, but not use him. Use some other, you understand? Use some judge. We can look through the laws and break, or ever put him up there so we know. Him is a piece of shit. Him did not defend the 28th. The opposition leader for carry that a court. And by the way, when them come, them this man could fit when they talk about this man could, all of them. Because that be germs are plant up in and take when real people at work. You take some little germs and pirate and drunk and put in these things and Guy call it that it will stop. Me don't talk. Them ya mash up Jamaica. Nepotism, cronism and germs and drunk. Me don't talk. Me out. Later. I'm out.
Some we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump some we are beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people elect the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand? The Luciano over there, man.
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more now.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who no we blame. True money and power and